Welcome to today's video, and this is your host Sigashis Kaiman, the tallest man in Black Africa. Today, I want to talk about the pain of freedom. You know, Kenya Kwanza was saying and were very happy that freedom is coming. Yes, freedom has come, but it is very, very painful. A very, very painful freedom where only the dogs are happy. Everybody else is crying. Everybody else is wailing. Everybody else is bitter. This is Kenya for you. I want us to look at just some few examples to show the pain of freedom. The people who have suffered most are the Kikuyu community. So far, I can attest to this, that the Kikuyus will be the people to suffer most in Ruto's administration. In the fullness of time, the Kikuyus will cry in the toilets. Watalilia chooni, wataingia ndani ya choo na kulilia kule kabisa kabisa. Na kwambia watalia. Hawa watu watalia. Watalia kutokana na yale ambayo watawapata. And for sure, the red flags are already there. When Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and his government constructed the SGR and extended the dry port to Naivasha, some Kikuyus sold their land. In fact, the government acquired the land. And to date, about 90% of these people have never been compensated. And now, the big question that they are asking, are they going to be compensated? Watalipwa? How are they going to be compensated? Yet, William Samoei Ruto transferred all the activities in Naivasha from the dry port back to Mombasa. And the Kikuyus have really suffered. They have suffered because of loss of jobs. Majority of them, a number of them were employed by Naivasha dry port. Wengi walikuwa wameajiriwa pale. Lakini kusema kweli sasa, wengi wamepoteza zile kazi zao. That is why I'm saying they are the one to suffer most. The Kikuyu businessmen and even some Ugandans, because Naivasha dry port was serving even Uganda and Zambia and some countries like Congo, I think they are suffering a lot. They are complaining. The cargo is taking a lot of time to be cleared in Mombasa. The time to move from Mombasa is long compared to the way they were cleared in Naivasha. And most of these people who are suffering are actually the Kikuyus. Again, when you look at Thika town, for instance, in Thika, the hustlers have been given notice by the governor. They must move out of the streets. They must move out of the streets of Thika. And I think they are very, very much worried. We have seen them complaining all over. We have seen them saying that they are lamenting that they elected a government, but the same government is now punishing them. And it's a very interesting time. That's why I'm saying, when you look at Thika, Thika is actually inhabited by the Kikuyus. 60% of the residents of Thika comes from Murang'a and Kiambu. And this is very, very interesting. Again, when I look at Madeira, I saw a lot of people complaining because of lack of water. Some companies have trapped all the water, and the residents have no water to use. The rivers are turning dry. This is, by the way, this is Gachagwa's home county. That is because this is where Nyeri is. Kwa hivyo hata watu wa Gachagua wanaumia sana kwa sababu ya wale ambao wanakosa maji, kwa sababu maji ni kama, tuseme kweli, ni kama yanaporwa na makampuni mengine, na wale watu wakazi wa Nyeri wa kule Mathira hawana maji. It is very, very funny. It's very ironical. It's very sarcastic. Again, come again to Murang'a, at a place called Idhaga, where some rivers have dried. People are crying of hunger. People cannot eat 3 meals in a day. In fact, many cannot even afford 1 million a day. Kule, because Idhanga, Bodas, I think Maragua and Gataga, kule ni kilio tu. They are asking for aids, food aids. Wanataka wasaidiwe. Na hatujaona watu wakienda kuwasaidia pale. Ni jambo ambalo limeleta kilio kigi sana. Mtu wa bodaboda analia. Analia kwa sababu ya bei ya mafuta. Analia kwa sababu he is not getting money. People are tracking. And what I can say is this is the pain of freedom. Freedom has come. This is the freedom that we have been saying that freedom is coming. Now it has come. You can see now the consequences. When you look at Mama Boga is wailing. Mama Boga is crying. She's crying because of the high prices of Uga. Uga is selling at over Kenya shilling 200. Many people cannot afford this. The price, even factor, Raila Amolo Odinga and Akina Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, I saw them lamenting over the high cost of living. Na unajua ya kwamba Ruto alikuwa ameapa kwamba akishaweka Biblia chini basi bei yote ingeshuka hiyo siku wakati huo. Mpaka sasa zaidi ya siku 30 hakuna chote ambacho kimebadilika. Kwa hivyo uga ni ule tu, na unajua Wakenya wanatarajia uga wa shilingi 90. 90 shilling uga ndio watu wanagojea na wanatarajia. The parents are crying. The parents are crying because in some schools the school fees was quadrupled, while others it was tripled, others it was doubled. It is something that parents are complaining. Nobody is listening to them because Ruto has taken too long to form a cabinet. We don't have a substantive minister for education, kwa sababu yule yuko hawezi akaongea sana, hawezi akafanya mambo ambayo yanaweza kuleta mabadiliko makubwa sana, na akiongea sana tutaonekana kwamba anaigilia kazi ya William Samoei Ruto, serikali ambayo ni teule, serikali ambayo ni tukufu. Kwa hivyo ni jambo ambalo itabidi wazazi wazoee, kwa sababu this is the pain of freedom. This is the pain that has seen even the animals suffering, because you see even the birds are crying because the birds have no food because of the high cost of food. For instance, the poultry farmers are crying. Again, when you look at the cows are dying. When you look at the camels are dying, donkeys are dying. And that is why I'm saying it is only the dog eating, because the dogs can eat the carcasses. The carcass for hoods is there. Lakini wanyama wengine kwa sababu ya ukame pia ambao umezidi, and the government is not doing much, it's not doing anything. And you know, we thought that the government could be buying meat from these farmers, especially, and we could be processing this meat and maybe export the same. But this is not what is happening. That is why I'm saying this freedom was very, very painful. It was a painful injection. Again, the commuters. The commuters are trekking now. They are trekking for long distances. In fact, utapata kwamba watu sasa wameanza kutembea. Na nafikiri somehow it is a blessing in disguise, because you see Kenyans have been used to boarding matatus, riding borders and riding vehicles to their workstations. But now they are walking. If somebody was telling me he walked more than 10 kilometers to report to his work.